Welcome to Black Girl Say Something, where this black girl has something to say. And let's just say the days and the hours and the time is getting away from me. And that's because I've added some extra things to my plate in order to help make ends meet. Life is lifing, but life is alive. That's all I can say. Honestly, I lost track of time in recording the podcast, and I was like, there's maybe about 5 days left until my birthday, and I'm just going to use this episode as a piece of encouragement to myself. I'm going to use this episode to uplift myself and all of those who probably also is struggling right now, like not just financially, mentally, emotionally, within their families. Like, it's just a lot going on, and it gets you to a point. I'm not somebody who, if you tell me what you got going on, I essentially want to tell you what I got going on. I honestly don't like when people do that. And I went to a service provider not too long ago, and she was like, you know what's crazy? When you ask people when somebody asks you how you're doing and you tell them like you're not doing too well, they one up you. And that's what it feels like, because it's like, dog, if I tell you I haven't paid my mortgage since January and you meet me with, yeah, everybody going through, did you want to know did you want to know how I was doing, or did you want to just let me know everybody got it worse, or if not the same? Like, what is that all about? Anywho, so it's 5 days to my birthday. Honestly, I'm really not feeling it. My birthday falls on a Tuesday. This is supposed to be technically my birthday weekend, and I've been busting my butt, y'all. Like, that's why I haven't had time to record, because the time I spend in my car, which is technically my studio where I record, or recording at home late at night, I'm sleeping because I'm getting up early. I have to charge my car. I've been doing Uber Eats to make a little extra income. With my birthday rapidly approaching, I'm just grateful for another year, right? I'm grateful for another year. But what I want to say is, as I enter into my new year, I'm entering into a new version of myself. I'm entering into new opportunities, new profitable, unlimited profitable opportunities. I'm entering into a new phase, a phase where emotionally I'm capable of handling everything that comes my way. I'm entering into a space where mentally I don't feel the challenges of life so strongly and so personally. I'm entering into a phase where, as a mother, I can appreciate the growth that I see in my children. I'm entering into a phase where life feels not so complicated. Because as of lately, everything just feels complicated, and it honestly feels like a personal attack. So that's why I haven't had anything to say. And for the most part, if you follow me on TikTok, you'll see I'm saying some things, but those are old things. Like, I keep about 60 drafts at any given time. So when I don't have nothing to say, something will be said. It's just not in the current moment. And if you know, the podcast, yes, they're pre-recorded, but they're recorded within the same week. So if I'm not feeling it, I'm just not feeling it. But I can say I have a clean bill of health, because I did do my blood work. Like, this is my birthday month. It's my year. So my new year is coming, or end of a year is coming as I enter into my new year. And I really had all of these plans and these ideas, but no money. And, I have a sister that's a photographer, and she's like, when are you going to take your pictures? And I was like, I think I just want to skip pictures this year. I did order an outfit to generate some income through my TikTok shop, which did really well. I ordered an outfit and some shoes. And, I was annoyed because I had to do like pay in 4 in order to do it. But it generated some sales, as TikTok shop does. And no one has really said or indicated to me that they're going to make any plans. Funny enough, this time last year, I was dating, and the gentleman I was dating had made birthday plans. And as we got near Christmas, the idea of dating him ultimately fizzled out. And it fizzled out because I remember we went out like in December before I went on my Christmas cruise. And he just made some comments, and it's just that simple for me, honestly. But he made some comments to the effect of, well, you always going somewhere. You must got a lot of money. I don't know. That just ain't sit right with me. And he's like, yeah, my Christmas is going to be boring. What that got to do with me? And he made it this big deal, like he wanted to see me before Christmas. He wanted to see me before Christmas, before I leave. And then we get there and he don't have no Christmas gift for me. I was like, nah, I'm good, buddy. I'm good. Okay. But we had went out. His birthday was in September. He had took me out to dinner for his birthday, which I thought that was pretty cool. And I got him a gift. And he had got me a couple of gifts for my birthday. So I thought we was like moving in the right direction. But honestly, when you start to think you're moving in the right direction, something is going to be said or something is going to be done. I'm just grateful enough that I'm in a place where I can, if it don't feel right, it just don't feel right. Like, I take it for where it's at. And when I don't like it, I just don't like it and I keep it pushing. But the interesting thing about that is, as adults, you're able to say, hey, I don't want to waste any more of your time. Like, it's been good getting to know you, and keep it going. So I'm not big on like ghosting people. I would just rather say my piece and keep it pushing. And so it was respected, and I like that. But moving on. So yeah, I don't have any plans. My weekend is going to be spent. I'm in the last week of my contract as a professor. So that means I have to find another job because the term ends my birthday week, right? I have 2 more classes and they have to do a final presentation the next week. The thing about that is now that leaves me with nothing until maybe January. So yeah, that's what's going on with me. So there's no generative income for me to say, oh yes, I could even take myself out to dinner. So yeah, I've been doing Uber Eats because all I really want is a massage, because sitting in this car, getting in and out the car really takes a toll on my shoulders. I didn't realize, like, oh my gosh, this is a lot of driving, more than I'm used to, and so I'm exhausted in my body. But going back to the topic of my clean bill of health, I went to get the results for my blood work, and my doctor was like, what have you been doing? And I'm like, honestly, I don't even know. Like, I mean, yeah, I cook a lot because I can't eat out like I would like to. But she was like, all of my blood work, my thyroid, which if you've been here for a while, you know I've had issues with my thyroid in the past, which that ultimately resolved itself. I was seeing a specialist, paying copays just for him to touch my neck and say, you know what, it's shrinking, sending me for ultrasounds and seeing that it was shrinking because I just was able to reduce my stress, which I honestly would have thought that it would have been high back now that my stress is increased, but I guess I'm managing. Right? I guess my body is managing. Things that have never been good before were amazing, like my hemoglobin and my iron. Of course, being a black woman, the vitamin D is going to be low. And it was a little lower than expected or anticipated. So I am on a supplement for that. But that could be the cause of, like, okay, yes, your girl is feeling a little depressy. And so, she put me on a really high dose that I just have to take once a week. So we'll see in a month what that does. I've been walking, but I stopped walking. I haven't crossed anything off of my goals bingo card, and I'm not getting discouraged about it because the bingo card requires the girl to have money. There's not any one particular thing that I want. I just want to be able to get a massage. There's a young lady that was my massage therapist, and she would come to the house, and that's like really the only thing I want for my birthday. But all in all, if it doesn't happen, I'm kind of used to things not going the way I want them to. I hate saying that because I'm ultimately somebody who, if things aren't going the way I want them to, I make them happen anyways. So with that being said, I'm grateful for those who check in and like, hey, you haven't posted an episode. Is everything okay? I'm grateful for the comments and the resources that people provide. And just the people who see, like, I'm really just a girl in this world trying to do what's right by me and my children. And then not to mention, they're under supervised visits, this temporary parenting plan, which is not something I don't want to make that my niche of content. Like, that is not even something that I want to talk about. Because, again, I'm only in a position to make sure that they call when they need to call, or to make sure that they're there to meet with him when they need to meet with him because of my work schedule. And I feel like, me looking for a job, I'm being hindered in that way because I have to consider finishing out this temporary parenting plan in order to get to the final mark that is being divorced. Okay, my greatest birthday wish, or one of my great birthday wishes, is just to be divorced before this year is over. That is it. That's the post. Tune into Black Girls Say Something every Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If we don't post an episode, re-listen to some of the old episodes. Some of the very first seasons of episodes are still very relevant to today. I think I want to get back into that mode and model of teaching from my experience. But I'm experiencing so many things that I'm still learning from currently. And being purposeful and intentional in what I say when I do have something to say. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on TikTok. Subscribe to the podcast. Subscribe to Patreon. Do all of the things. There'll be some links in the description of this episode that you can interact with. And I greatly appreciate all of those who listen frequently. Till next time.